Hello everyone, this is Venomita here, and today I have yet another Criminal Minds Exodus story. So, I know I've been doing like 3 different stories of this particular show back to back, but I promise you I will continue with other content in the near future. I am currently working on a bunch of other stories, so if you guys have any sort of requests for, future projects and future books, including Criminal Minds, Dragon Ball, etc., etc., feel free to leave them in the comments below. I normally don't do requests anymore because it can get kind of headache. So if you get selected, then be happy. But anyway, this is a Aaron Hotchner X-Reader, and this is simply titled "Come to Bed." And this is really short, but it was 3:30 at the time that I wrote this, so I kind of had no choice. Anyway, guys, let's get started. Hotch was watching them play. Even though Hotch was never one to indulge in video games, he couldn't help but sometimes sit down with a cup of tea and watch your name playing Animal Crossing. It was always satisfying to see them organize and decorate their island, but it typically made him very sleepy to watch. Your Name, however, was a completely different story. They could stay up to the crack of dawn just trying to perfect their heart-shaped lakes and set up their rock farm. I know this because that was exactly what they were doing. While they were continuing to try and set things up, talking to villagers, etc., the sun was starting to rise. They did not know this as they were too busy staring at the screen. Hotch woke up to the sound of his alarm. He instinctively hit the snooze button. He rolled over to his side and placed his arm on Your Name's side of the bed. When he was met with nothing but cold and empty sheets, he immediately knew where they were. He sighed a little and got up, turning off his alarm. Your Name finally got the last rock on their rock farm, saying a quiet, "Yes!" But right when they said that, someone's large hand was placed on their head. They froze. Do you have any idea what time it is? Your Name is too scared to respond. Come on, you're going to bed. No! Your Name cried out. I just got the last rock on my rock farm. I can't quit yet. Your Name, he said in warning. If you don't come to bed, I'll launch that thing across the room. You wouldn't dare. He glared at them, reaching his hand over for the switch. No! They yelled. Fine, I'll come to bed. Party pooper. They said with a pout. He let out a smile. But he smiled as he did so. When Your Name finished saving their data, he grabbed their hand and pulled them to stand up. He then scooped them up and led them to the bedroom. When they got into the bedroom, Hotch shut the door and pulled out his phone. He dialed Gideon's number, making Your Name feel confused. Hey, Gideon. I won't be able to come in to work today. I have to take care of Your Name. Wait, what? You don't have to do that. Alright, thank you, he said, cutting them off with his finger on their lips. He then hung up, Your Name glaring at Hotch intensely. He then smiled. Come on, you know you're tired, so come here and go to sleep. Your Name smiled and let out a breath from their nose. They crawled over and snuggled up to Hotch's chest. He wrapped his arms around them and placed his nose near their hair, taking in their scent, as they did for him. Then Your Name and Hotch went to sleep. I will not lie, it is surprisingly difficult to find any sort of fix around Aaron Hotchner on a theory just in general that are not explicit. So I mean, don't get me wrong, I know this for logical reasons, of course. Shut up. So I figured I would probably kind of switch things up a bit and make it a general audience rating because I feel like that'd be more better and more suited to my style. I mean, come on. I think every fanfic reader has read smut at some point, and if you haven't, then you're too young to be in this specific part of the internet. Go back to watching Barney, okay? I'm sorry. But I really typically don't like writing or reading that stuff. I'm more of a fluffy person, if you will, and I like graded G stuff more, which is the polar opposite of a friend I have who will write nothing but explicit content all the time. So it always is coming down to preference. Now, of course, like I said, I've read it, I've written it, we all have at some point. But regardless, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this more G-rated fix that I came up with. I feel like I did rather well with it. And plus, it's nice to see something that's more cutesy and fluffy for Hotch, because typically they're either really angsty or really smutty. And if it's not one of those things, it's both of those things. I would know because either I've seen it or I've avoided it. I don't like angst at all. I really hate it. But if you guys have any suggestions, including angst you would like me to write, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if I liked it enough, I'll do it. Obviously, like I said, have done smut before, but I will not be able to read it on the channel for very, very obvious reasons. So if you by chance want me to do a smut, you're going to have to tell me in the comments, and I can just send you a link. And I can probably just make a link in general, a whole video, just showcasing all of the links in the description of that video with nothing but smut. But that is going to be a topic for another day. Thank you all so very much for watching this video, and as always, this is Friendly Writer, and I'll be seeing you all very soon. Bye-bye!